Okay guys, it is Hayden here, and today we are going to be doing another video about scary creepypastas. And as you can see, my stalker's in the stream. I'm joking, guys. It's actually my boy Tanner. He changed his name. But as you guys know, today I've been digging into some creepypastas. Tanner, I'm gonna go live on Nova Parade after this. Join me. Okay, but okay, we're getting into the top 15 scariest creepypastas. Grab some popcorn, grab your drink, and get seated. Okay, numbers 15. I was 15, not 16. Number 15 is Ben That Drowned. Ben, so a man bought a copy of The Legend of Zelda, and when he did, he was going to make a new world, but he came across a file, a saved game called Ben That Drowned. And when they did, the music was playing backwards and crazy, it was like scary, saying scary messages like, "You've met your terrible fate," or "You've made a mistake." It's really weird. You guys can, and he put it on YouTube, so you guys can look this up, the gameplay. But number 14 is that, basically what it is the Goat Man. There was 3 teenagers, and they were camping out, and when they did, they noticed something out there in the woods running around. It continued, it was like stalking them all night. And what it turned out to be was a man with horns. That's why he's called the Goat Man. And that one just totally freaked me out. I was totally just mind blown when I saw that. But actually, guys, but okay, guys. Now, number 13 is Smile Dog. Smile Dog is a roaming picture of a dog, and if you look upon it, it'll cause a suicidal depression. Every time you look somewhere, it'll cause suicide. It'll cause depression. Because you'd be suicidal. But every time you blink, you see Smile Dog. You close your eyes, you see Smile Dog. And the only way to stop seeing him is to spread the image. Okay, guys. And number 12 is my stalker, Brian B. West Bay. Many people think that Brian was a man who was in high school, and the story of Brian West Bay is that he was a man who he got drunk one night. He was a normal man. He was in high school. Actually, he was in college. And he got drunk one night, and he uploaded this really embarrassing video, and it went viral. And he was made fun of, and he was humiliated all over the internet. So he led him to jumping off his apartment complex. That's number 11 now, guys. Robert the Doll. Robert the Doll is a doll that was, because it's named after a man named Robert. It was given to him by a maid that works at their house. And what happened was that Robert actually was he really loved the doll, but it moved in it's now in a museum and all this stuff. It's you guys can read more about it. It's insane. Number 10. The Russian sleep experiment. Terrifies me. There was 4 subjects that got put into a room. If they could survive without sleep for 30 days with this kind of oxygen they put in it. When they put it in, they started to lose sanity. They started to stop sleeping, and a bunch of crazy stuff happened. And at the very end of it, when it was time to let go, they didn't want to leave, and then they put normal oxygen in. Sorry, I'm gonna put on some scary music for the video. And then they put in normal oxygen, and they began to go insane. Rip at their own flesh, eat others, and the last one got pinned to the ground with a gun. And the dude asked him before he shot him, he said, "What are you?" He said, "I am you. I am the fear that lies beneath your dreams. I am the fear that lies in your fears." And now, number 9 has to be one of the creepiest things I've ever heard about. It's the SCP Foundation. And the SCPs are secure, contain, and protect Foundation. They get certain strange animals known as SCPs. There's one known as the 273, and aka the Statue. He's a tall figure with short limbs and a skinny body and a big head with green eyes. It's known that you don't want to make eye contact, because once eye contact is broken, he will immediately attack you and snap your neck. And number 8 is a show called Where the Bad Kids Go. There was episodes about how, about why you should, not be bad, At the end of every episode, it showed an old rusted door, and you could hear screams from behind it, and it showed the text in Arabic, "Where the bad kids go." And the next one, guys, is Slenderman. One of the most famous is known as the Slenderman. And Slenderman is basically everybody knows what Slenderman is. He's the tall white figure with the white face, and targets children and all this stuff. Everybody knows this stuff. And number 6, Candle Cove. The show Candle Cove made a lot of terrifying episodes of puppets, where some episodes would have non-stop screaming and child's crying. And guess what? One kid went back and asked his mother, "Remember that one show I watched, Candle Cove?" And guess what his mom replied? "You mean when you stared at the TV at static?" And guess what? Many people watch that show. Mandela effect? I think not. But Okay, the next one is number 5. We're almost done here, guys. The keyhole. The keyhole it was a man who purchased a hotel. He was told that there's an untitled room and that he should not look in it or try to go in. But the first time he didn't go in it, but the next day the curiosity got to him and he peeped through the keyhole. He saw nothing but a white room with a woman standing in it. The next day, later on that day, he looked at it again. He saw nothing but the color red. And then he confessed to the people up front, and they said that that a man murdered his wife in that room, and that her ghost now haunts it, and that she was really pale, all but her eyes, which were bloodshot red. Number 4, the rake. There has been documents for thousands of years about the rake. He looks like many people described him as a really skinny, hairless dog. But the most famous account is when a mother and father awoken in the middle of the night and saw him sitting on in the edge of their bed. What happened was that he then sprang towards the father's face and then bounced to the doorway and charged down to the little girl's room. And then they went in there and it was too late. And all the girl's last words were, "He is the rake." Number 2, Jeff the Killer. Jeff the Killer is a famous creepypasta. He was a man who got attacked outside of school. He fought him back and won, leaving them with broken arms and many bruises. Jeff started to realize that he really liked inflicting pain. So later on, his mom heard screaming. She went into the bathroom and saw that Jeff had carved a permanent smile into his face and cut off his eyelids to avoid sleep. His last words were, "Mommy, you lied," before killing his mother and the rest of his family. The last time he was seen, and the last thing he did was he killed his brother. He walked in the room, covered his mouth, and said, "Shh, go to sleep," and then vanished. And he's out there now. Hope you guys go to bed tonight. Okay, number 1, the best of the. Ooh, I hate this. The Creepypasta of 1999. The show, Channel 25, was a show that aired many different scary things, such as the Nobel Ball, which it was all about a hand, and one of the episodes called Playing with Scissors featured live action hands on a table. One of the hands was forced onto this is a real show, actually. So I'm sorry to anybody whose family died in this scary show. But what happened was that he got attacked. There's hands on the table, and the girl's getting her hands forced into the table, and at the end, he's about to cut into the hand, and when the like around the scissors reach the hand, it goes black, and all you can hear is light screams. You can tell that her mouth was being covered, but and then one of the most famous, Mr. Bear's Cellar. That's another show that was on Channel 25. It was of a man who would feature strange kids on the show, and he would just have so-called fun with them on the show. And like in one instant, a blogger who went over and wanted to meet him, not to meet Mr. Bear. They went there and they found a empty house. And guess what? All these shows were ran by the same guy. And so he killed and murdered children, all these people. So I feel very sorry for all the people who died in this. And also, but all they found was a cellar, everything, no evidence left behind, except for the bear suit from Mr. Bear. The worst thing is, though, he wore protection under the suit to where they couldn't find any DNA on the suit or anything like that. They did find dead bodies everywhere in a fire pit. And terrifyingly, that is the end of this video, guys. Sorry for that little thing right there. So, guys, I guess I'll see you guys next time. And let's just set this off on a good note, guys.